Do you want a simple way to plan the main or pillar content for your business? Does creating all the content for your online business feel overwhelming? I get it. Hello, if we haven't met before, my name is Michelle and welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. So maybe it leaves you feeling as if you are chasing your tail. Here is a simple way to plan out the pillar content using Asana. So why you must make a content calendar in the first place? Well, it's simple. Always trying to come up with new ideas is exhausting. Struggling to remember where you wrote that last great post idea is frustrating. A content calendar allows you to know exactly what to create and when, which means no more banging your head on your desk. So today we're going to have an Asana tutorial for organizing your content calendar. Do you want to know what's great about Asana? Besides flying unicorns, because you know they are one of my favorites, is the ease of use. While I use ClickUp in my business, I found that Asana works really well for my clients who would like a simple solution and they happen to be a little bit more visual. I think ClickUp is a great option. However, it has many features that have left a number of my clients feeling very overwhelmed, and that is not what I want for you. So let's jump into Asana so I can show you how to use it for your idea bank and your content calendar. Now you are seeing my workflow setup for Asana. And I'm gonna go ahead and create a new space. Okay, so we have the different, looking at just a quick tutorial here. So here you have your side menu with all of your different options, your home, your tasks. So this is your home screen, your tasks that you have to do. And you can look at this in a list, a board view, or calendar. Now this is my demo Asana, so it's not an actual working Asana. So that would be why there's not any in here. So we're gonna come down into this workspace where it says the Miss Task workflow, and we're going to click on this plus sign, and we are going to create a blank project because it is so simple to be able to create your content calendar right here in Asana. So I'm going to call it, and there's my privacy, and I'm going to create it as a board and click on continue. Yep, we're going to just go ahead and start adding tasks. Now, this is the free version, so here you go. Anyone can sign up for Asana, and it is so simple and easy to use. So the first column that we're going to create here, or board that we're going to create inside this, is actually going to be ideas and resources. So I'm going to rename this section, and it's going to be called ideas, and I'm going to put a pipe and resources. Now, what you're going to put underneath your ideas and resources is your idea bank. So this would be what I would do. I would just create one idea bank right in here. And as you're adding the different information, I would add those as subtasks underneath this idea bank. So whatever it is that you would want to come up with for your content. So this would be where you have that safe area to actually put those ideas down. And then you're not having to wonder, where did I write down that last great idea? Because what's perfect about Asana is you can have that on your phone as well. So that means it's portable. you can take it anywhere with you. You can write down your ideas as they pop into your head, no matter where you are. When it comes to the resources, so this is going to be all the different resources that you would want to have. So all those things that are just those links that you want to be able to click on and easily be able to access. So maybe you want to have a resource be a link to Canva, or you want to have just your resource be um, content links. So you can have all of those in here. So you just add it in. We'll also add a template in here. So when we do decide what we're going to do for our idea, we'll have a template that we can just copy and have every single task that needs to take place right inside of this content bank. So when you go to create your next piece of content, you're never going to have to remember what's the next step you're going to have to do, because that's going to be all laid out right here in that template. So all you have to do is copy and paste the template and it's right there for you. Get it spelled correctly. So now we have those different things. I'm going to go ahead and name these top name these top rows, so we know exactly how we're going to move down the process with our content once we start creating it. Okay, so in the next column, it's going to be one of our very first steps. So what you're going to do is you've gotten your idea bank and you've gone in. Now you're going to try and come up with what is the next thing that you're going to do in your content calendar. So you're going to look through your idea bank. While you're going through your idea bank, you're going to research those different topics. So then you can pick what the best piece is to do. So the first step that I'm going to put in here is research. And because I like to keep things consolidated, I'm going to research and I'm going to outline at the same time, because as I'm researching, I'm going to see the different things that are going to come up. And then I'm going to be able to put those right in my outline that I'm doing in the task as well. So it's a 2-for-1, because we don't want to have too many columns. Although you could have too many columns if you prefer to have things really granularly broken. So in our next column over, so we have our research and our outline. So depending on what it is that you're doing for your piece of content, could be very different with this. So if you might be writing or recording. So if you have a blog post, then you're more than likely writing. But if you have a YouTube video or podcast, then your next step is going to be either writing or recording. Perfect. So we have our research, our outline, our write, record. So what is the next thing that we would want to have as a big umbrella pillar that we're going through? We're going to either edit our blog or our video. What's the next big pillar that you're going to want to have in there? And to me, that is create and schedule. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to say create and schedule. And after create and schedule, the next section is going to be live and promote, followed by the very end, which is repurpose and metrics. Okay, so those are the different column headings that I'm going to have. You can change them at any time, whatever works the best for you. These are the different sections that I have personally for my process. The next thing we're going to do is actually create an outline. So this is the outline or the steps that I take when I'm creating my YouTube and my blog post. So we're going to go ahead and open this up so that we can add all the information in there. So it starts here, and then here in this information, what I would put in the description would be all my links. So I'm going to link to my Google Doc, and then I link to my Google folder because that has all my assets in it. And then I always create a link to the actual blog post itself and a link to my YouTube. So all of that is easily accessible just right there in that description. so that I have it quick and easy. Okay, since this is a template and I'm gonna say that I'm gonna be the one that's the main assignee that comes in here to do it, I'm gonna go ahead and select myself so that when I have this, I can always have myself be the main assignee for this. The first item that I'll have in here, even though I have it as the top up here, I am gonna put in here my research. And I'm gonna click on this button here so that I can actually add subtasks to my research. So I know all the different places that I go to research. So the number one place that I go first off is, of course, to Google. And when I'm using Google, I'm using keywords everywhere. Those are the two primary ones that I use personally. There's so many different options out there. Just pick what works for you. And then in addition to researching the keywords everywhere on Google, then I also have my YouTube keyword research. And for that, I use TubeBuddy and oops, vidIQ. So that's in there. Now I'm going to click here so I can go back into my template. So now I have that research and here I can see that I have two subtasks underneath this one research. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and build this out and you can go ahead and just watch me as I go. So there you have it. That's all the different steps that I have in my content creation. Okay, so now I have everything here in the template that I need to do. So I'm going to open it up so that you can see it. We have this dot, dot, dot right here. I'm going to go ahead and click on it for more actions. And I'm simply going to duplicate this task. And it's going to ask which ones. Of course, I want the assignee because I have it on there. I don't want to duplicate the due date. I don't have one on there. If I had collaborators, I would put that on there, but I don't. So I'm just going to go ahead and create new task, and it's going to go ahead and duplicate that template for me. And as it's processing, you can see it go up as all the different tasks actually come on here. Okay, so now I have it. I'm going to move it over to this column here, click on it, and I'm going to rename this. So my naming structure that I have for mine, the year, the actual week that it's going to get posted. I'm not sure which one it is, so I'm just going to put one in here. And then I'm going to put Asana content calendar, because that is the topic in which this post will be all about. So there I have all those different things. And then this is where I would assign the due date. So when this post will actually go live, I'm not 100% sure if it's this date. I'm just putting a date in there. And then I can go ahead and copy all this other information into this spot. And here's my whole checklist that I can go down and work through. So I know every single time this is my workflow for a blog post and a YouTube video. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave me a comment below. I would be happy to answer it for you. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.